Ladies and gentlemen, the crisis caused by the pandemic posed new challenges for companies. All market participants had to find new models, as you all may know, adjust strategies and devise ways to stay in touch with customers and partners and find out how to continue to operate successfully. In this online forum, we will talk about new strategies, products and services that leading regional and global companies have implemented and put it in focus to stay on top. Thanks for being with us, and we're going to start in a few moments. We're back after commercials. Premium sponsors, Daha Technology, Hikvision, Mark Networks, ZKT Teco. Gold sponsors, Alarm Automatica, Spitza, Avigilon, Vivotech. Of course, I have to emphasize that all of you have a great technology. This will help people getting pissed off entering buildings or pubs. So if anybody is pissed off and his temperature is high, then you'll say, stop, the door won't open. Of course, if you have any questions, join us. We're going to answer them soon. Ask them in the chat version of this webinar. Pitate I dalje u našoj chat rubrici neko pitanje za predavače. Mi ćemo nastaviti naravno s daljnjim predavanjima. Naši predavači su pripremili ono što ih je dočekalo u ovoj krizi. Odlično su se snašli, pa to želimo podijeliti s vama. Imamo više od 170 prijavljenih i trenutačno 120 uživo s nama na ovom webinaru. Još jedan put, one more time, muchas gracias Miguel. Hope to see you in Sarajevo. And say hello to Spain. Take care from the COVID as well. Stay negative. That's the only thing important nowadays. We carry on with our dear friends who will be presenting something that they are doing for 2 decades. March Networks has been designing and creating professional video surveillance products. Now we have 2 speakers from the company presenting solutions designed for the helping business handling with the new challenges. Klaus is with us, and George or Georgi, depending on how you know him. You have your time. Za sve sa ovih govornih područja, tvrtka March Networks 20 godina, 2 decenije, kako god rekli, profesionalne video nadzorne proizvode nudi za sve one koji su u potrebi. Imamo 2 predavača koji su spremni podijeliti svoje vrijeme, tako da se naravno tome veselimo. Solutions helping business handle the new challenges, to je naziv. So guys, it's your time now. Do it in duet.
Thank you, Frano. I guess you can hear me well and you can see my screen, correct?
Correct, perfect.
Very well. Thank you and welcome everybody. And thank you also for my colleagues having presented this far, demonstrating different types of devices that we as a company integrate in our video management platform. The company has a global presence. Just a few slides on where we come from and where we are. We are a Canadian firm based in Ottawa, and we have operations throughout the globe. We are approximately 300 person and invoicing more than $100 million per year, and we have been growing over the past 20 years, specifically within retail and banking and transportation business. We operate from Italy in the European scenario, and Georgi Lazaro is our regional sales manager for the Balkans. What we do is end-to-end solutions, so we provide different types of hardware and software, which I will just quickly scroll through for your information so you know a little bit more of where to position our brand and our value proposition. We do recorders, which also are of tribrid nature, meaning we can support different types of analog cameras and IP cameras on the same recording platform, which is a great solution for retrofit of especially retail and installations with recent analog cameras. We do powerful VMS solutions both on Linux and on Windows. We provide and produce cameras of different nature, also analog cameras, PTZ cameras. We do not provide thermographic cameras, but incorporate and support that type of technology from our technology partners as those presenting today in this meeting. We do business intelligence software, which is our big factor of distinguishing ourselves from the competition. And we provide our solutions both on-premise and in hosted environments. We operate globally with hosted environments, and we also, through the hosted services, are capable of monitoring the installations on-premise. We, of course, have the mobility element, and everything that I will speak to today is represented in the mobile sphere as well. mobility is more and more important. And obviously, we support many third-party products. I apologize for not having Dahua on this list, but I didn't make it. So Jacek, you have to forgive me, but you are definitely to be added on this list, just as a few others. We say many more. So what is going to happen here on the next slide is, after having finished by saying we glue all this together in an enterprise management software. So the bulk of our customers have in excess of 100 sites and locations. So we are a company that is specifically targeting at the enterprise level and the large deployments across multiple geographies and even nations. And that, of course, demands a technology which, from the very birth and the outcome of the R&D, is built for enterprise. We obviously, as you can detect from the whole environment here of the webinar, originate from the security industry, and we offer business insight and situational awareness in our product portfolio, not only security. And what we typically do is that we activate application layers from the client that is used by the security personnel. And that activation, of course, is user-based, so specific users, either HR, it can be also operations, marketing, logistic people will be capable of using our applications and value proposition specifically without peeking into what is relevant for the security people only. And what we call Searchlight is the application layer I will speak to you about. And given the environment that we are working in, all of us, well, this is a first very important element that we are capable of tracking and reporting body temperature. What we advise our customers to do is to choose the thermographic camera that suits them best, and we do integrate it. The point here is that you have a business rule, you have a tool and a system which is built for multi-site governance, and it allows you to control flawlessly your multiple locations having this type of device installed. Alarm thresholds can be set, and of course also typically in such setups, whether that is retail, hospitality, or just ordinary manufacturing plants, you can choose the view of perspective of what is going on, and hence also see the thermographic picture being captured by the system. You can do it locally and you can do it centrally for the bulk of your locations. We distinguish ourselves very strongly by having transactions, so data basically, integrated by standard. Transactions for us originate from any database that may collect data. Examples are POS systems, cash registers basically. It can be ATM systems, it can be desktops in banks. They are using the same software at all their tellers, and we integrate that type of software. So by combining data with video, we point you to the right video footage, which is related exactly to that data set. And being able to use data to review the video via predefined queries or on-fly defined queries gives you a pace and a speed of detecting what is going on. Here are examples of queries. And for example, being an owner of multiple stores within retail and having the opportunity to review all videos which relate to 100% employee discount, or alcohol transactions, all the transactions with voids, or even transactions that have appeared after closing hours, is giving you a business-driven approach to the use of video, thanks to the usage of data pointing you into the right direction. And obviously you can drill down, like you can do data mining in Excel, you can do data mining also in this value-added application called Searchlight. We have an area we all use daily probably, which is the self-checkout counters, and there is actually typically 6-digit losses in large retail chains from this area, which is a widely deployed and yet fragile help yourself service. We all love it because it's fast, but actually it's the place where people pass a bottle of red wine, but actually scan a cucumber and stuff like that. So this again is about curtailing loss. So the return on investment on our system is typically very high because we allow people within the loss prevention department to quickly detail out which type of transactions are suspicious. And we also operate within the small self-checkout areas in hospitality and hotels. So we integrate a wide array of POS engines and products. And again, all these can be filtered on the fly or by predefined queries. So again, about data, what is data? What are transactions? For us, transactions are also those that come from the LPR, or automatic license plate reading cameras, which we do integrate. And of course, in different customer segments, just by having the ability to look up where this license plate containing just a few letters has been seen. In this case, the example is in a hotel, will allow you to quickly test whether the what is it called, the claim from the customer with a broken windshield actually or rear mirror is actually true. So was that mirror broken when he came into the garage? Was it actually therefore true that he is claiming against your structure reimbursement and an insurance fee? All this is about data pointing in the right direction to the right video. Another example is the job well done. This is about cleaning. By integrating the cards used for the access control systems, the doors in the hotel rooms, there are ways to secure that the average time that we expect to be spent in cleaning a room actually is maintained, and we can trigger rules when that time is not met. And that would be an alert for potential express cleaning, as you could say it. So it's not satisfactory, and you can even detect in that same flow the the door room, so a number, the room number, so 1028, and quickly send your responsible for the cleaning and have a check. So again, where is data? Going back to the occupancy management that has been spoken to today, we provide a multi-store solution with multiple entrances and exits being surveyed by devices that collaboratively determine how many people are within that building, in that site. And we provide multiple types of real-time notifications which can be sent to multiple recipients, distinctively based on which type of information they want. Of course, we also have among these the emailing, we have the SMS. We can display on our own command client, which is the client side, colors and people counting for that location. The same information can be retrieved and used in the central monitoring, and we can change even the colors of light bulbs like Philips Hue and others. This also points to last point, and then I have almost finished the presentation, 2 slides to go, that we integrate RFID readers, which fundamentally can see any item being transported within the perimeter of the antenna's reach. And that means you easily can look up where the item with that specific RFID tag was seen last time in your supply chain or on the shop floor, and hence again easily drill down in the data and detect potential loss or shrinkage or anyhow non-compliant behavior in your locations. And again, this is all either on-premise or in the cloud. Finally, we have 2 slides here about security audits. It's about giving the local managers of stores or locations some access to security. I want to point your attention to the fact that also having panic buttons and being able to integrate them and filter them out easily, so that the review of such situations, which are critical nature and typically involving armed people or threatening attitudes, is very easily detected in your system. And of course, again, having this fantastic, easy to use graphical interface allows multiple users to find their way quite fast. Finally, we offer something which is quite unique, Operations Audit, which is just thumbnails. I'm switching a little bit to the industry here because sometimes valves and other types of elements which are remote Actually, you want to see the status every hour, so we take a snapshot every hour. We can even shrink it into limited time windows of the day. And if you see differences to what you would like to see, you can actually trigger easily an email to send as attachment those relevant pictures to the responsible and have a chat with him and immediately engage the correct staff or the correct service provider to either go on site or review the situation remotely. So with this, I would say if anything of all that rang a bell and it's to your interest, the person to contact is Georgie, who will attend also specifically to the Q&A session at the end of this meeting. And he's based in Sofia in Bulgaria, and hence the right person to go to. So take a screenshot and write down the email address. Georgie is the right person. Thank you.
Thank you, Klaus, for the presentation. Now I'm going to jump to our dear friend, Georgi. There is a huge problem at the Balkans because everybody thought that European Union will do something good and to have a unique policy about the pandemic. But in Balkans, it's even worse because in some countries like Serbia or Bosnia, elder people could not leave their apartments at all or to visit stores or something like that. So there's an interesting question in that approach for you because can your searchlight for retail solutions be used to detect one's age and integrated with access control to prevent people of different age to enter stores during that time? And is there a benefit of your solutions in shopping malls? Because everybody wants to go to the shopping malls, even though pandemic is not officially over.
Yes, I may say we can do this. Actually, this is the role of Searchlight. So let me share my screen. To explain how do we manage with this. Actually, I will start with a couple of more slides, which I have in extended version of Klaus. So he finished his part explaining that with operations audit, we can monitor what is happening in the site and take some important actions. But actually, our flagship product is the Searchlight, which is running above the standard video system. So once you call it the Searchlight, you're able to control all the processes inside of the organization, because with Searchlight we combine a lot of data, not only the video cameras. So the video cameras are providing just video footage of what is happening in your facility, or in your trade center, or in your bank, or in your retail market. So combining different data, we are able to control the number of the people inside of the sites. Also, we are able to control specific alerts that are coming from different sensors that can be physical alarms, or it could be also thermograph cameras. Of course, if you have access to video, because the hierarchy of the system can be configured in this way, so you have access only to specific resources which you are allowed to observe. So if I have to get back to the operation audit, which Klaus finished his presentation with, it allows you with one look to see what happened in your organization, no matter is it a specific site or is it a trade center. So you can browse between the different timing and to see that there are some changes. Maybe they are cleaning the floors following the requirements. Maybe they wear or not wear masks. So if you see something that is suspicious, that is not in correct way, you can easily mark a couple of images that are not corresponding to the rules and send to email to the dedicated manager that is managing this area. Or maybe you are missing some important stock, toilet paper or sanitizers or whatever, and you can mark and to say, Mr. Manager, we have problem with that product in your site. And here you can have all the list of sites that are under your management. So this is a specific layer that is running above the standard video system, which combine except high definition video, no matter is it analog, HD analog, or IP, we combine business data coming from different sources that can be people counting sensors, presence detectors, POS transactional data, RFID data. And by the way, saying RFID data, I have one slide more to describe the advantages of this. And we apply intelligent analytics above that. So bringing your attention only on specific points where you as manager have to focus your attention only on the peaks or on the bottoms of your business. And then with one click, you have access to the video that is corresponding to that event, to that point. So what we do is that we apply data and analytics, expanding in a huge way the standard video features that you could have when you use it as a video system only. So we spoke about the presence detectors, as also some of the technology partners that are here, they presented their way to control the processes. This is how we do. We integrate the data coming from, in this way, from FLIR Brickstream device that is generating very accurate data, and we present this into a graphical view to the customer so he can take decision and can make some alerts, automatic alerts going to him at the moment when he reaches some limits. I already said about this. So with operational audit, you are able to control, are the employees wearing their masks? Are the visitors wearing their masks? Do they keep the distance between each other? And this is extract from the entire day. So you have 1 hour distance or 2 hour distance. You don't need to spend your time watching all the video. With one look, you are able to see if everything is under control or not. Also, as I mentioned, RFID allows you to track some important stuff that are not only people, but they're also assets. So you know that the people, when they get some problem with the health, maybe it will pass a week after they spread the virus. And if you know that one of the employees got the virus, you would like to know where this person has passed and which assets this person has touched. So we don't speak anymore about only the person, but also where this person has been and which products or which assets from the company. Maybe they share the same tools, couple of employees. So you want to know where this person has been and what she touched, so you can track back with the RFID and to track all the employees that was in contacts, or track all the assets like chairs, desks, or laptop, or some boxes, or maybe he was driven the car, and you want to clean this stuff. You want to speak with these guys to make some actions. Guys, you have to go to make some medical exams, or you have to sanitize yourself. And in this way, actually, you are able not only to track the people, but also to track everything inside of the company that was in touch with this person.
So, Georgie, the answer is yes.
Yes, and many
you
more.
Can do it. Okay, I have to now to stop you because we have also other questions in front of us. Now we carry on with the same question for our dear Klaus. March Networks also offered some great solutions. Can they be used after the pandemic, Klaus?
Yes, definitely. We are early phases, I think, all of us, in finding our right footstep for the right solution, and they must be able to expand over time. Well, not only because we expect that this pandemic situation could replicate and there could be a return in the growth of ill people, but also because we have to secure that our customers actually invest solidly in technology that they can use over time. Our customer base typically stay with us more than 10 years, so we are definitely accustomed to do firmware updates and keep the equipment alive and performing over time. Updating for us is part of our business model.
That's always nice to hear. Thank you so much. Updating is very nice. If you're an owner of an equipment, that's always nice to hear that update can always be taken to another level. Thank you, Klaus, from the March Networks.